Calypso, have I told you lately how much I love you? Well, we're sitting at anchor now. Got a little Bach playing in the background. I'm going to make some ravioli and tomato sauce and a nice vegetable salad. Lettuce, tomatoes, pepper. Look at that. Can't beat Spain for produce. Really good. Sounds like an advertisement, doesn't it? It isn't. It's absolutely beautiful. I keep saying that, but I think I'm shocked every time I look outside. Good morning. It is about 06:30 and I've been up for about 45 minutes getting some stuff ready. I need to set off early this morning because the winds are supposed to fill in from the east, which is essentially exactly where I want to go to get to Cartagena. So I want to get going early while I've still got some offshore breeze. It's going to push me south a little bit right before the winds kick in from the east, but hopefully by then I should be able to turn to the northeast toward Cartagena and maybe close haul or beat in there, but we'll see. Right, got to have some breakfast and then make some coffee, very important, and then retrieve the anchor, which is a bit of a trial with one person, but these things we have to do. Okay, let's get going. So I don't know, can you see the moon here? That's the just past the last strawberry moon, the last super moon of 2021, and that's it. It looks beautiful here, and let's get going though. Okay, enough astronomical nonsense. How's that for a good morning? What a sunrise. You always get sunrises on cameras, but you can't stop looking at them. And the light on the hills and in the sky around. Some kind of a binding or a problem on the leech line on my sail. I'll show you what that is, but that tends to, you use that to keep the trailing edge of the sail nice and tight so it doesn't flap around. You get the most efficiency, but when it's too tight, it causes the thing. I just saw a fishing line being trawled in front of me. It causes your sail to cup, and like the flaps on an airplane wing, it causes it to, well, stall a bit. And so what we're not getting is as much efficiency as we should out of that sail. And I'll show you right now. See how it's cupping there? A bit of a change of plan. Cartagena is behind me now. I am going to sail on around Cabo Palos to Mar Menor. The only problem is I've got 15 to 20 knots of wind and choppy, nasty seas, and I'm beating into it. So I'm having to tack, obviously, and it's going to take me a lot longer than I really would like. The waves are, well, you can't really tell on the camera. Right now they look like they're moderating a bit. For the most part, we've got little choppy 1 meter, 2 meter waves. There you go, like that. It's a bit sporty today. I've got 3 reefs in the Jenny, and I've got 1 reef in the main. Making some progress. I've got the engine on just so I can point a little bit higher. And I've been trying to run the engine to make sure that the sail drive is okay. It was making a weird noise last year. Seems to be fine now, knock on wood. Which is probably the kiss of death now. Anyhow, working my way along the coast toward Cabo Palos, which is the point at which you can turn north toward Alicante and points north. I've arrived mostly beating upwind, so I actually did more than 30 miles. I probably did about 40 miles, and it took me about 10 hours. I had some periods of no wind at all, and then the last 5 hours, I guess, were force 4 gusting to force 5. So it was interesting sailing. And I'm in Mar Menor now, or actually I'm not in Mar Menor. I'm in a little anchorage that we found last year or the year before that's right near the canal. It's a marina that they were going to build, and it's got iron pilings all the way around it that protect it from wind from all directions. It's a fantastic anchorage. I mean, it's nothing to look at, but it's, you know, it's cheap, i.e. free, and it's well protected, and it's shallow, and it's got good holding, and you can go for a swim. So what's to not like about it? So tomorrow I am off for up near past Alicante, but not quite to Benidorm. I'm looking, there's a little kind of a cala up there that I can pull into and stay the night. So that will be Sunday, and favorable winds for crossing to Ibiza probably won't happen until Friday or Saturday, so I'll just have to cool my heels and hang out there until I can make the crossing. I have to wait for the winds. What I want is southerly or southwesterly, so that I can run before the winds. I am absolutely zonked, so I am going to get ready to go to bed. See, I am so tired. And that's it. So, see you in the morning. Good morning. Boy, I slept hard last night, but look at what I woke up to. Let's get out here. That was smooth. Look at this. This is why I like this anchorage. Like I said, not terribly salubrious, but my goodness, is it protected. And last night, the full moon, or nearly full moon, rose right behind Isla Grossa there. I couldn't get it on camera because it was just too dark. Not enough light for the camera, unfortunately. What a gorgeous morning. I'm gonna have to turn a little bit so I can see. There we go. So the plan today is to, 1, most important, make some coffee. 2, leave. Everything's about ready to go. I just need to eat breakfast and take a look at the weather, take a look at the winds, make sure that they're supposed to fill in. I'm supposed to be getting them from the south, so that way. And I want to go that way, so should be perfect. I will probably leave the main down today and just run under my Genoa, because it's just easier to handle and it doesn't flap around as much. But we'll see. So I have a question for you. How can I, on a 36-foot boat, lose a GoPro? I have no idea. It's gone. I cannot find it. It hasn't fallen overboard because it was down below. And it's probably rolled somewhere when we were bashing through the nasty waves off Cabo de Palos yesterday, but I can't find the darn thing. Anyhow, change of plans. Dun, dun, dun. I'm actually going to just sail straight to Ibiza today, or Formentera. It's a 22-hour sail, but it's 10 hours up to where I was going to go, up near Benidorm, and then it's 15 to 17 across. You know, today's the best winds I'm going to have for a week. I just as well go, and I'm going to have to just nap. On our way, we're doing a just off of Broad Reach, not quite running, so, and we're doing about 5.5, 6 knots. Sorry, it's probably pretty noisy. The waves are pretty mixed today. You can see it's we're slewing around a bit, and you can see the horizon tipping. So we've got not quite a following sea because of course we're broad reaching, and there's quite big mixed waves coming through. Not big, but just mixed and sloppy. We are about 2 hours into our journey. It's 114 miles, or it was, so we should be about 108. Just past a fishing vessel. I had to alter course to go behind it because it was in our AIS circle. We've turned back on course. Whoa! It's a bit wishy-washy out here, like being in a massive wash machine. It's beautiful seeing the coast go out of view. You know, the mountains fade into the distance, and this beautiful blue water. I'm going to try fishing pretty soon, see if I can catch anything. We'll see. We're going pretty fast. It'd have to be a Dorado or something. Well, I suppose a tuna. Could see it. Have to go like a bat out of hell though. So that's about it. Just listening to an audiobook and chilling. Traffic separation zone right now, and I've got 3 ships coming from the south and 1 from the north. My AIS hasn't warned me yet, but well, I saw it on AIS, but it hasn't warned me that there's a collision risk, because well, there isn't. The closest ship is going to be 1.6 miles away. That's that one, and I've got another ship right there. So. And I've got 2 more down there somewhere. So we're just steering around them. Hopefully this is like a traffic separation zone here. And once I get through this, I think I'll be through most of the shipping area, or the shipping area. That nice chap, who's only passing about a mile away. When I called him up, we were on a collision course, and I asked him if he wanted me to alter course to go around his stern or something, and said, no sir, I have you on my AIS, I will alter to starboard to give you sea room. That was very nice of him, so there you go, courtesy on the ocean highways. Okay, I think I am going to have some lunch. I put some ramen noodles on a little while ago, soaking in boiling water. Hopefully they will have expanded and I'll have a palatable lunch of sorts from that. I'm not going to cook anything in particular, just I'll wait until tonight. The winds seem to have abated a little bit and the seas are not as sloppy. They're much more regular. I say that and then I'm going to get a massive one poop me or something, but pooping of course coming over the stern. Anyhow, let's have some lunch. I've got some dinner to heat up tonight, and I'll obviously make a flask of coffee because it's going to be a long darn night. And judging by the number of ships I can see on AIS, it's going to be a really long night, and thank goodness for AIS. I'm testing out my 15-minute intervals between checks for shipping. I've also got the AIS on to alert me if a ship gets too close, but really by the time AIS alerts me, it's very close, and I like to take preemptive action early. I've already called up 3 ships so far and had made sure that we each knew what the other had intended. So one of them actually asked me to change my course a bit, and they changed theirs. It would have been easier for me if he had just changed his by a couple degrees, but anyhow, we were going to have a close encounter of the non-wanted kind, so it was good that I called him. I'm surprised sometimes that they don't take preemptive action, or they don't call me, or I don't know what's going on, but I watched him come in and he wasn't making any course changes, and I thought, well, according to AIS, our closest point of approach is going to be 98 feet or something like that, and since he's 500 feet long, I didn't really want that, or 400 feet long. We've got really rolly seas tonight. The winds are perfect, absolutely perfect, probably 14 knots or something like that. I've got a reef in the main and a couple reefs, just one reef in the Jenny, which seems to be good. We're rocking along at over 6 knots. Every once in a while surfing down a wave doing 7+. The problem with the confused waves though is that we'll slew around every once in a while because a wave will kind of hit us on the beam, which isn't great. So I'm just staying here out of the sun. I really need to get a bimini so I can sit out there. Tonight I will be doing some naps out there in the cockpit. It's making me yawn thinking about it. So I don't want to try to nap right now in the sun because I'm afraid I'll get fried. I've managed to not fry myself so far. Wait, there's always time, right? Wow, I've never put up the whisker pole myself before. That was interesting. Join me next time as I ride through a beautiful night and finally make landfall at Formentera after almost 22 hours of non-stop sailing.